You know, it's like one of those SMHs or whatever the fuck it's called. But for my millions and billions of fans, who do I have here today?
My name is Anigma.
Anigma. My boy Anigma was nice enough to drive up to my spot to come see me and do his first interview,
Yes,
right?
First interview
First
ever.
interview. I'm getting lucky. I'm getting a lot of people's early interviews, which is generally the goal in all this and stuff. But first question, man, let's get into it. Why Anigma? Why did you choose that name?
Anigma. So,
Is there a story behind that? Does it just sound cool? What do you say?
so like kind of what we were going over earlier before the interview started, the whole genre thing.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of want to make it how, like, you don't know what I'm going to come out with next. Like,
Yeah.
it could be like a club song. It could be a song that's, like, about my problems. Like, just, I don't want to make, I want one, like, two of my, like, if you listen to two of my songs, right?
Yeah.
I want them to sound like two different people made them.
Like, so like, you want So Cold to sound like different from another song? You want?
Yes. Yeah, I don't want to keep making the same shit, and like, I don't want people to like know what I'm gonna make next. You know, I don't.
But
I don't
put
want
you in
people,
a box, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be a mystery. You know.
Yeah, like
that's
how
why I started making music. Like, just make whatever the hell I want, and that's why I call myself Enigma. You know, because it's kind of like a mystery. Like.
Yeah. Did you? That's pretty cool. Did you have any names before that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me some of those?
When I first started making music, literally like. I wasn't even at a studio or nothing yet. Like, I was calling myself Nick Slick.
Nick Slick?
Nick
so
Slick.
Like a wrestler. Nick Slick.
It really does.
Right?
I never thought about it like that.
I like that name though. I like that name.
Yeah. I mean, just use my first name and I don't know. I was just fucking around. I knew for all my life. I knew I didn't want to be something called like Lil something. So
yeah, little or big,
yeah,
right?
Nick Slick that was funny enough to me. Like, and yeah, that's why I didn't keep that name. I didn't want to be like the way I make music is like serious sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I fuck around. I'm not gonna lie, but
for the most part,
I don't want people to just think that I'm a joke. And Nick Slick kind of sounded like a joke name to me.
Yeah, that's kind of a little funny. Was there anything else other than Nick Slick? Did it go Nick Slick just to Enigma?
Nah, man.
So I had names. I was like, my first rap name when I was like a little kid was South Settlement.
South Settlement.
What? And then like
has a ring to it.
Yeah,
has a ring to it.
And then I was calling myself Wu Fei, which is a Gundam Wing character when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
P Nasty, a whole bunch of Pat Mulatto, a whole bunch of embarrassing.
Damn, you had a lot of names. I see.
Yeah, man, I always came up with a bunch of names for some reason. But
yeah,
I just use my regular shit. Yeah.
Right when I started just knowing that I wanted a serious name, I just came up with Enigma, and I feel like I got a lot of friends that are like, you should change it to this, you should change it to something else. I'm like, nah, bro, that's my name.
Yeah,
like when I thought of it, I knew that was me. You know?
Felt right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Enigma, can you tell me a little bit about where you're from? Are you originally from Colorado?
Yes, born and raised in Colorado.
Nice. Sorry. My transient ass is here, man. Making the rent all high for you.
Oh, bro, definitely. Yeah. We ain't even gonna go over that.
The vibe is real, man.
Nah, we're good.
Yeah. What part of Colorado, bro?
Well, right now I live in Westminster, but I pretty much lived in Westminster my whole life.
And for the people who aren't from Denver or Colorado, where is Westminster? It's like, how many minutes would you say?
Like 30 minutes north of Denver.
Yeah, 30 minutes north of Denver.
Yeah, I was born in Denver, and I used to live in Denver, and I was like, I don't even remember, though. I was like a little kid, like a baby. Mm-hmm. But my dad moved us up to the suburbs, got us out of there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty much a suburb kid, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Ain't no wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, like, people who know me, they know what's up. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you grow up with both your parents?
Yeah. I didn't. They weren't together. Like, I've literally never even seen them together. That's how little I was when they divorced.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and that's kind of actually a funny thing. When I was with my dad, it was like the suburb life. You know, like had all the food. You know, had food.
Go to the park.
We were good, you know.
Go
like,
outside, everything.
We
cool.
were always good with my dad. Like, white people everywhere and shit.
Yeah.
And I go to my mom, and she lived in the east side.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell do they call it now? Like the Rhino?
Rhino's north now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think east side is just East Denver, bro.
Yeah. Well, I know it as 5 Points, like around 5 Points. That's where my mom's from.
I think like is the tech center, is it called? Is that the east side?
Yeah,
Kinda, right?
somewhere around there. Yeah, like,
ETC, I think they call it, something like that. And then boom, Aurora right there.
yeah, like Downing Street and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom's from there, so I would always be there with my mom, and like
A little more cracking out there, huh?
my mom, yeah, she'd been through a lot, so like being over there, but we didn't really have everything, you know. She was kind of struggling.
Yeah.
So
It was good you like still spent time with her and stuff though.
oh
you know?
yeah. So
Did
honestly,
your parents like fight a lot in front of you guys?
Oh yeah. I've seen that a lot when I was.
I had a lot of friends growing up who had divorced parents, and they would fight like outside, like not like fist fight all the time or anything like that, but like yell, and like I'd be there, and like my friend would be like, "Dude, my friends are here. Like you're so embarrassed." You know, 11-year-old kid like schooling their parents because they just can't help but like fight each other.
Yeah, no, honestly, no, I kind of lied. There was only one specific fight that I saw between them. Because all the other fights, I was just a baby and shit. My brother would tell me, like, he was the one that went through all the bullshit because he's the older one.
But you know what happened, yeah.
Yeah, but there was just one specific fight that just kind of fucked with me, and, like, I just remember it always.
Yeah.
And that was just about it. Like I said, they've been divorced my whole life, so
Yeah.
I never even really saw them together, like, just high and buys and shit, kind of like that.
Yeah, it's interesting growing up, and you see that, and you know something's wrong, but you can't put it together until you get a little older.
Yeah, and honestly, when I was younger, I didn't even think it was, like, weird or different or nothing. It was just normal to me. You know, like...
Yeah.
That's just how it was.
Hey, man. Well, okay, so what are some things that, Westminster, like, what are some things that stood out to you growing up there? Like, fun times or anything like that? Like, what if you're just, if I'm not from here, which I'm not, but for someone who's not from here, how would you describe Westminster? So we said 30 minutes north of the city.
Yes.
Like, what are kind of activities are going on over there?
Boring as fuck. That's the only way I could explain Westminster. Like, just boring.
What did you guys do for fun? Just like try to skateboard or something?
I mean, bro, it was suburb life, so like, honestly, just running around being dumbasses.
Yeah.
Like, I remember just playing ding dong ditch and shit all the time with the homies, and like,
it's a fun game.
Just spending the night at the homie's house and just. I never been into video games, but, you know, watching the homies play video games and all that shit and just weird shit like that. And, like, high school, like, I just became a fucking stoner. Just, yeah, go to the homies. Like, we all had a specific spot that we went to, all the homies, and just blazed up all day. And
yeah, man. It's funny. I always, like, you know, Ohio, it's not legal. It's been legal here forever. So it's so funny. I'm like, it's got to be weird, like, being 13, 14, so some of the kids get smoking even earlier than that, and then just have, like, straight gas.
Yeah.
You know, like, when we were smoking, I feel like when I was a little younger, that's when, like, Reg was still around, you know?
Bro, I'm saying.
I'm old, nigga.
When I started smoking, it was still Reg.
Yeah, like, I don't even know if I could find that shit anymore. I had to go to, like, the grimiest hood to find Reg, you know?
Yeah, bro, I had an auntie in the east side that, she was the last person I saw that had that shit.
Good Reg.
Yeah.
Good Reg. Had a couple, like, blonde strains in it. It's just trash.
Yeah, bro, just brick ass shit.
Oh, yeah, smoking that, you know, and, like, still getting, like, fucked up because we weren't used to it. I can only imagine. It's like, the weed now is, like, crazy.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
Well, so, yeah, you were just, like, stoner, hanging out, regular kid shit.
Yeah, but then...
Were you did you behave as a kid? Like, obviously, you know, we're boys, so we do stupid shit, but did you if you get caught or not, pretty much? Were you getting caught, or were you, like, slick with it?
Sometimes I was slick with it, but not really.
So, really. It was like a coin toss kind of thing?
Yeah, pretty much. Just fuck, whatever happens. Yeah, I was pretty much a dumbass little kid. I'm not even gonna lie.
Were they, okay. Well, did you feel welcomed in there? I know I've lived here for a little bit, and it's just kind of like white and Mexican out here, honestly. I can go to the east side and fuck with some black people, and you see some Asian people too, for sure. But that's like, it's very like, it's set like that, you know.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. I've always felt comfortable.
I've always felt weird as shit.
Yeah.
Like, I've always felt like I was too Mexican for the white boys and too white for the Mexicans.
Yeah.
But basically, I just think I'm like pretty much a white boy. Like, when I was younger, like, I used to say dude like every 5 seconds. So.
Yeah. I still say dude all the time.
Yeah, man.
Are you, so your background is Mexican?
Yes.
Are you mixed or just 100% Chicano?
Well, my mom is like mixed, but my dad's 100%.
So what's your mom mixed with?
I think just like white
Mexican
and Mexican.
White. Oh, yeah. So you're pretty much, you're
Yeah,
like
pretty
at least 75%.
Yeah.
at
I mean,
least,
I speak Spanish and all that shit. I even make Spanish music and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not the greatest at it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I could kind of be fluent sometimes.
Mm-hmm. You could have a conversation though.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I'll just be like, what? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like,
Whoa.
it's the most awkward shit ever.
Well, you know, I'm part Puerto Rican. I don't like know any Spanish for real. I can like read it kinda. Like I can, if I read it, you would, the way I pronounce it, you would think I could speak Spanish, but I'm like,
Yeah, you
nah.
definitely have to grow up a little bit with your parents talking Spanish. Like,
Yeah. My mom's too white for that shit, bro.
I see.
So what did you get? Did you get good like Mexican food growing up?
Oh fuck yeah.
Can your parents cook you and shit?
Yeah, my stepmom was the greatest person ever. Just made green chili, fucking.
Colorado staple, man.
Yeah. But she makes it different.
How does she make it? Without giving out too much sauce.
She makes it with steak. A lot of people make it with pork.
Yeah.
She makes it with steak.
Damn,
And
that's like that Texas chili where they make it with like the steak pretty much to the ground beef. You know,
Yeah.
cuts the steak. Hell yeah.
Yeah, she's the first one.
Delicious.
She's the first one I've ever seen do that.
Sounds delicious.
Oh yeah, and she makes a lot of other stuff too.
And you said you have some siblings?
Yes, I have a brother and a sister.
Brother, are you the middle?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest?
Yeah.
Brother, sister, are they both full brother, sister?
Yeah.
Are they,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're both full-blooded brother and sister. I'm the baby of the family and shit.
Are you guys close?
Oh yeah, pretty close.
Yeah. You get along and shit like that?
Yeah.
You know, some people.
Normal brother and sister shit. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Brother and sister. I gotta say that right. But yeah, just normal shit.
Very cool. So, I'm gonna get into some of the performing and stuff like that.
Ooh.
But at what point in your life did you start making music? Or like fucking around? And this even includes writing a poem or something like that. I can remember the first time I wrote a poem. You know, like what was the thing? When was the first time you started to kind of like hack at it a little bit? Do you remember?
Ever since I could remember, man.
What do you think?
So, my dad and my uncles, they all had a band. It's like a Mexican band.
Very cool.
They just
like
play
mariachi band or a band with just Mexican dudes?
Oh, you hit me
Is
with
that
that.
fucked up?
Everybody always asks me that, bro. There's more Mexican music than mariachi, bro.
I don't know. You gotta school me, bro. I'm from a Puerto Rican and Arabic neighborhood in White. There's like no Mexicans in Cleveland, dude. It's all Puerto Ricans.
The kind of music they
totally
played
different.
was like a little bit of everything.
You know, what would you? You're a genre bending kind of guy. What would you what would you describe that sound like? What's their band? If you went to the like, Best Buy or like FYE or whatever the places you could buy music now, I guess people just stream it. But if you're gonna go in there and they have like that library where it's like, here's jazz, here's punk, like where would you put their music? Like what section? If you can make one up too, you know.
So for them, oh damn, I can't believe I could actually answer this question. So for them, it was like, so one category was cumbias, something that everybody cumbia,
Cumbia.
Cumbia,
Cumbia.
everything that people could dance to, like it's like like rhythm, like a rhythmic shit, like everybody dances to that. Norteños, like shit that people get drunk to and like kind of dance with their girl with.
Yeah.
They made it was really popular in like the 2000s, called Duranguense.
Duranguense.
Duranguense, yeah, that was like, It was kind of like norteño, but faster and more trumpets and shit, and like you would dance faster to that, like that.
Yeah.
People who are Mexican, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Like you dance to that shit, and like, and they made like romantic music, like a little bit of everything for everybody.
Okay,
Man. That's
so they had some skills. It wasn't just my racist ass mariachi.
Yeah,
That's
so
something,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, but that's exactly why I'm like I listen to different shit because like that's how I grew up. You know, it was all different.
It's pretty cool. We got a little bit of influence from the family and stuff, which is very common. I think it's very funny. People who are coming up in the game and they see these people and they're like, oh, they came out of nowhere. It's like half the time their parents are like actors or painters. Or, you know, they dish like the dancers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of dancers in my family and a lot of drummers too.
Okay,
so
I see.
You know, so seeing all that, okay, so when did you take your crack at it? Because as a spectator, you're soaking it in, but what was the moment where little Anigma was like, I think I could do this, or maybe I should give it a shot?
Yeah.
Do you remember anything like that?
Yeah, kind of. I don't remember what age exactly, but pretty much in elementary school, it was like when I was listening to Spanish music, like that's all I listened to. I even wanted to be like in a Spanish band, like a drummer. That's what I started off as, a drummer. I just wanted to be a drummer to a Spanish band, and like then my sister.
Why all Hispanics want to drum?
I don't know.
Why do we always want to be a drummer? It's like a stage. You have to go through what you
It's
want
just
to be
so fun.
dude,
like who doesn't want to just bang fucking drums like for a living?
Sorry, I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But I was gonna say, growing up, it was like in elementary school, it was like mostly just Spanish music, and then my sister, she started listening to like hip hop shit. Like I remember she used to listen to what the hell's that guy's name?
Remember the song maybe or any songs?
He was like kind of like Jamaican, like Shaggy.
Shaggy, yeah.
Shaggy. I remember she used to listen. She used to listen to that dude a lot.
Wasn't me.
Like, yes.
Do you know who Rob Banks is, the rapper? Before you continue,
I don't think so.
That's Shaggy's son.
Really?
This is Rob Banks. Yeah, he's a Florida rapper.
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Yeah, he's got a
cool.
very interesting sound.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, she listened to a lot of Shaggy. I remember she had a Pitbull CD. That's when he was like making just like rap.
Yeah, when he was gangster. Before he started doing pop music. Yeah, people forget, like Damn It Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly
bro,
what I was. I forgot about
dude.
that fucking song.
That shit's
and then some reggaeton in there a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Like a Daddy Yankee and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I started liking rap. Like I loved. And that's when I even remember listening to like a hip hop song on KS 107.5, and I just remember thinking like, I could do that.
Yeah.
Like I know I could do that.
Yeah, why can't I do that?
It doesn't even sound that hard. Like this dude's not even going that hard.
So you heard something on the radio, you're like, okay, among other pieces of music, and then were you the type of person to write stuff down?
Actually,
so like your first attempt, or did you hit the booth?
When I was younger, it was mostly just I wanted to be a producer.
Yeah.
I didn't even like know that I could sing or anything like that, or like I didn't even know I had a voice or like I could write lyrics. Mm-hmm. For like a little while, I didn't know. Like I just wanted to make sounds, make noise and shit. Mm-hmm. Like any instrument, I just fuck with it and try to make something out of it. And then the first memories I have of like lyricism is I entered like this contest in elementary school, like a poetry contest. Mm-hmm. And I just wrote the corniest poem like about love or some shit like that. Like a little like fucking 7-year-old don't even know shit, or maybe 12, I don't even know, but don't know shit about love, like writing about love, and it rhymed and everything. It was like perfect punchlines and all that shit. It was just, it was structured perfect. So I kind of like got into the next step. Mm-hmm. Like I kind of won that part, and then I got into the next step. But then they wanted me to write like an 8-page poem. That's when I was like, yeah, no, I'm good on that shit. Like
that's a lot.
Yeah, I think I just dropped out after that. I'm like, how do you even fucking think of an 8-page poem?
It seems like the kind of poem where you might have to like vent a lot or something. Yeah, and just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm like over exaggerating a little bit, but I specifically remember hearing 8 pages. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of a lot, bro.
Yeah, but then that's when I found out that I could like, I'm a little poetic a little bit, you know. I think that was like around 12 or 10, something around there. I was really young.
I feel like I can hear that in your music a bit.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I actually listen to the music, the people I interview.
Shit, I appreciate that. Man. I
You
was kind of
know.
worried about that when I came in here. Like,
Oh, really?
like, did he even listen to any of my shit? Like, or is he just gonna
Am I
ask
just
me?
trying
Like,
to just get numbers and
yeah,
shit?
yeah. But I appreciate that,
man.
bro.
Yeah, dude. So when you say, you know, you had thoughts of, you know, you coming up here and me not even listening to your music at all and stuff, have you seen maybe examples of that? Because I know you're definitely a fan of music and have watched a lot of interviews. We were talking about that before we get on there. Have you seen that before? Because I have. I've seen that.
Yeah, I feel like people don't do interviews to get to know people. They just try to make money off of it. Like, cause I know people that, like, I know, like, you could just pay for interviews and shit to get your name out there, and like, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, I would do that, but I feel like, what the hell's the point? Like, if someone really wants to talk to me, then they're gonna come and talk to me, and they're not gonna charge me for that shit.
Yeah.
When people start charging for shit, like, I understand. Like, we all gotta hustle, man. Like, we all gotta.
Yeah.
We're all trying to make our own way. We're all just trying to make $1, but I feel like it just kind of kills it a little bit. Like, when people come at you like they're trying to help you out, or like, oh, like, let's work together, let's do this, and then
let's build.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah. Like, and then the next thing they do is like try to charge you.
yeah.
Like, it's never a lot. Like, it's shit that I can handle, but it's like, it kills it for me, you know? It's like,
I get that.
Like, you just kind of that's all you wanted. Like, just come at me like that. Like, I would respect you more if you were just like, I'm trying to make some money, like, you want to do this for some money. Like, I would respect you more. But if you're trying to come at me like, oh, I'm trying to help, like,
by the way,
my name's out there, like,
$500.
I got all this, like, I got all these viewers, like, I could help you out, and then, like, but you got to pay me this. And it's just like, it's kind of like a little, like a clap coming down on you, just like, boom, just like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah. That
kind of disappoints me a little bit. But, like, on the other hand, it's like, we all got to hustle, bro. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I get it, too. But, it's the type of language people are using when you want to, you know, you could, I guess with the game now, it's kind of like, I guess you should just assume you're going to have to pay a little something.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But my shit's real. I don't pay anybody, and I don't ask for any money. At least now, you know. Eventually, I'm gonna have to, you know, start taking some money and stuff like that. But I'm not quite there yet, you know.
Yeah. We're just having a conversation, because I appreciate that shit.
Yeah, I can only imagine going into these interviews. I watch a lot of interviews, right, just like you. And my biggest critique is when, you know, they're chilling, they're cooling, and the person opens up the question like, so yeah, like, tell me about yourself.
Yeah, man, I can't
just
do
tell
that.
me about yourself.
That's what I was a little worried about too, man. Like, just so, weird ass questions. Like,
yeah, it's so broad. Like, just start talking, you know. And some people can kill that, but
I can't.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
So your last single I saw was "So Cold," and it's featuring MTR Murs, right?
Yes.
How did you link up with MTR? Is that your boy or something? Or?
Yeah, that's the homie actually. What am I saying for? So we met through the studio that we go to.
Yeah.
It's called Flight Time.
What's it called?
Flight Time Studios.
Flight Time Studios. Shout out. Are they out in Westminster or are they out here in Denver?
They're in Denver, right off of First and Feds, bro. Like, right on the left. Like, you'll see it right there.
Yeah. Cool.
My homeboy Enrique Pizarra, or I think that's how you say his last name, but we call him Red.
Red.
Yeah, he's the one that owns it. He's
Cool.
He's my engineer.
Very cool.
So he's the reason why I fucking sound so good, because like, yeah, he's killing that shit. So that's how I met him. That's his boy. Like, I wouldn't say his right hand man, but like, that's his boy. You know, like, MTR is his boy. So I wanted to make a song with him because that fool goes hard.
That's pretty.
And that's
cool.
how we met, through the studio, through my boy Red.
Oh yeah. Was he having like a session or something, and you came in next, or the other way around, or he was
I've had a few sessions where he was just chilling over there, and he's actually MTR. He's made most of my cover art actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, he makes cover art.
That's really cool.
Definitely a hustler, like killing it out there.
So I know
he actually made the So Cold cover. Actually, I gotta
did all that shit
I gotta
too?
say that.
Yeah. Very cool. So what were you feeling? Because So Cold was definitely. I don't want to say it was a song about like regret necessarily, but I mean, to be basic, like definitely in your feels with that one, right?
Yeah.
Do you know why you feel that way and write those types of songs?
That's actually a really good question because that song, I don't make shit like that at all.
Okay.
Because that's actually not even me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like that song's not even about me. It's the way that I wrote it. It was kind of through like my cousin's eyes. I got a cousin. That's he's been through a lot of shit.
Yeah. Told you a lot of stories.
And yeah, like you said, it's kind of like a song about regret, but it's mostly like just like being a product of your environment. That's how I came at the song. That's how I was writing it. Like he's a good guy, and like he just grew up in circumstances and that just forced him to like not be the greatest guy,
Yeah.
And that's a lot of my cousins. Like I'm really blessed because my dad got me out of all that shit. And I kind of just grew up like a suburb kid, and that's why I'll never lie about it because that's pretty much disrespecting my dad, and I'll never do that.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's not even about me. It's about my cousin. It's about the family that I have over there. It's like basically being a product of your environment. Like I grew up blessed, but like other people don't got it like me, and like it's crazy that it's my own family. It's like they're right there, but they're like a whole world away, like going through shit I can never even imagine.
Yeah.
And that's what it was about. Like people just growing up where they grew up. Like you're gonna be where you grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's pretty cool. You like to write songs, like to perform stories.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, what would you say that your sound is?
Ooh.
You know, we were talking about this earlier, talking about subgenres and how, music has evolved and you could be a whatever, hip hop, rapper, punk, whatever,
Yeah.
So that's how we do it now. But I think we kind of have an understanding of how to take different genres and combine them, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think your sounds? What is your sound? What is Enigma's sound?
So
At least for now.
When I first started making music, like literally just fucking around with it like 5 years ago maybe. It was like hip hop to me, like lyrics, like hard ass lyrics, hard ass bars. Yeah, like it was all just about that. And like I was even like I remember it was the second studio that I went to, like telling the dude like I don't fuck with autotune, like I'm not an autotune guy at all. Like I was that. Yeah, I was that guy.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I wanted to. That's what I started off as, just kind of like hip hop, kind of. But then, like, I realized that like that was kind of like limited me, Like I didn't want to just be that. And then, like, not even that. Like, I just started listening to more shit, Like, I was one of the guys that started off like Young Thug. Like, he's out there. Like, he wears dresses. I don't fuck with that. Like, I'm good on all that. But then I
definitely don't fuck with that part.
Yeah. I don't either. I mean, that's his own thing. Like, whatever. Yeah. I'm good with it, whatever. But that just wasn't me. So I was like the guy that just saw and like was just like, nah.
Yeah.
But then I started listening to all that shit. Like, fuck it, might as well. And then, dude, like, he's not the most lyrical guy ever, but his melodies are fucking ridiculous. Like,
yeah, he's real.
Like the way he sings and the way he comes at his beats, like, it's so different. And not like that shit. Like, he actually became one of my favorite rappers, and like one of the guys that I kind of like was my influence.
One of your influences.
Yeah.
Listen to some of his stuff, and you're like, ooh, this is kind of cool. Like,
yeah, but like I've always kind of been like open-minded with music. Because, like I said, my sister showed me hip-hop. I grew up with Spanish music. And my brother, like I was going to say, like he had a friend that showed him a bunch of rock shit, like Metallica, like System of a Down, fucking...
Yeah, System of a Down, I fucked with them.
This band, like, not a lot of people know about AFI.
Yeah, AFI, I know AFI.
Yeah, a lot of rock shit, like punk rock shit, too.
Yeah.
So, like, that's when I kind of like just wanted to be like that with my music, you know?
It's pretty cool.
Like right now I'm at a point where I feel like trap, that's kind of my sound right now. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like that's what I could do right now. Because I don't really have the resources to do too much more. Mm-hmm. And just creatively, like it's hard to make other kinds of music. Like the only reason why I don't do it now is because I just can't, and I don't want to. I want to be respectful, you know. I don't want to come out making some bullshit ass rock song, you know, like a bullshit ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like that's all I could do right now. But in the future, I plan on making a bunch of crazy ass shit. But for now, I'd say my sound is like trap, like
that's cool.
Mexican American trap.
Mexican,
yeah. And then like little love songs, little club songs, like a little bit of everything. Yeah. But like mostly like that line of like that trap shit. Like
that's pretty cool.
And I like melodies and like hard ass beats, like just that shit. I like turning up too.
Yeah.
I don't want to make like bullshit ass lyrics. I want to be the guy that makes like turn up music with sick ass lyrics, like good ass lyrics. Yeah. I feel like I'm not at that point yet, but I'm trying to be like that.
Both worlds.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you sidebar about, so what do you think about all the Young Thug stuff now that we talked about him? All the YSL. What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't think we're gonna be hearing from him for a while.
Yeah, you think he's done for?
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't really look into it too much.
Yeah,
I found out about it.
It pops up though, you know.
Yeah, I found out about it through a coworker because I'm not even really on Facebook anymore right now. Like, I'm kind of just on Instagram and Snapchat. Mm-hmm. So I don't really hear too much about the new news and shit. But like, my coworkers be talking about it, and it's like, sounds to me like he's fucked, and it kind of sucks. But like, he did some fucked up shit too. So
yeah, man,
that's another thing.
A lot of these guys are like bad dudes, man. Like
exactly, that's another thing. Like, when I talk about him, I'm just talking about his music. Like, all that other shit, I don't fuck with that shit. That's pretty fucked up. But, like, just his music was cool to me. But, like, yeah, it sounds like he's fucked, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, are we really surprised that the dude that wore the dress and did all that crazy shit is, like, also doing this, you know?
I know, man.
I don't know, you know, it's pretty...
I mean, he was talking about it. He wasn't lying about all that shit that he was fucking doing, I guess.
Yeah, he had a lot of very... interesting bars, you know.
Yeah, I can't really call him a liar, but you can't really call him a fucking good guy either. Like,
yeah, so it's like I don't know. Is you know, some of these guys might help people out here and there, but if they're like, you know, they got bodies. Like, this is a murderer, you know.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Like, come on, bro.
Exactly. That shit. That's crazy.
I know
shit.
you gotta do what you gotta do, but that's just kind of wild.
Yeah.
So I saw a couple of videos of you performing on your YouTube. Can you tell me how that feels? How you feel when you perform?
Honestly, live? I feel like I gotta start hitting the gym more.
You get like tired or out of breath? Yeah,
because I can't really do everything that I want to do on stage yet. Like,
what do you want to do? Trying to like jump around?
Yeah, really, like be a psycho, like make everybody lose their shit. Fucking my first show, it was fucked up because I went out there just going too hard and I ran out of breath.
Wait, so what was it? Was it like 3 songs they gave you?
Yeah, I think it was.
That's usually how it goes. So they gave you 3 songs, and then were you out of breath before your first song?
Like during my first song. Actually, no, I think it was just one song. Like it was like a contest or something, like some shit.
Like an open mic or whatever.
Yeah. And I ran out of breath like.
Oh no!
I think it was like at the beginning of the first verse or some shit like that. I was just jumping the whole time, and then I don't know. It was just like.
What were you thinking at that moment? You're like, oh
fuck, like fuck. What am I gonna do? Like, I think I caught my breath like eventually, but then I couldn't get back into the fucking verse, and then it was just bad. It started off pretty cool.
Yeah. A lot of good energy when you came out.
Yeah, but it just went bad. So. I've done like 5 shows, so the shows after that were nothing like that because I was definitely like ready. I definitely had to go out there and like control myself because I did want to just go out there and just go but I just put in the back of my head like you can't do that shit, bro. Like chill out, you know, spit. Yeah. And then I think I figured it out a little bit now, like breath control and all that shit. That was another thing that I wasn't thinking about when I was up there, and like I should have been thinking about it because like I was in choir and like. In high school and shit, like I know about all that shit. Like I kind of learned about it, and I kind of just had to put it to put it. I don't know how to explain that. Like,
I get it.
I had to do it. Like,
Yeah, actually have to get some experience by doing it.
yeah, breath. It's all about breath control.
You can read about all you want or whatever, but
yeah, breath control, man. Like, that shit's important. Like, you could literally like pass out if you're not doing shit right up there.
and that would be embarrassing. You trying to go viral like that.
Oh,
bro.
no, definitely not. No.
Do you write songs or do you freestyle or do you do both? You know, some people like they go and they punch in.
Oh.
You know. Do you
My
do
engineer,
that?
he does it like that. He punches in, and he was telling me that I should start doing it like that. But to me, I'm broke, dude. I can't just pay for a studio session and just go in there and just try.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work out. I've tried it, and it just didn't work out. For now, I'm a writer.
Yeah.
I feel like I can do that at some point, but right now it's just not in the works right now. Like, I ain't got the.
I don't think it's that important. People like try to like.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny. Like, yeah, I freestyled that song. It's like, yeah, I know you freestyled that song. You didn't say anything.
Yeah,
bro.
that's another thing I don't want to do. Like,
I don't want to hear anyone say it's easy like a free throw ever again in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's another thing. I don't want to go in there and. I still want my heart to be in it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to go in there. Like, if I can make a song like that, that's cool. But I want to make a good one, like, actually saying something. And then I know, like, if I go in there and just try to punch in, it's all just gonna be bullshit, like bragging shit. And,
Yeah.
That's cool too, but like, you got to be clever with it sometimes. And I don't think I'll be able to be clever with that. I'm a writer for now.
Yeah. I feel like I can tell the difference.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Well, how do you feel? Because, you know, we were talking about there's a lot of hustlers in music now, so punching in is exactly what you want to do. If I was hustling music, I didn't really care about it. I'll just go in there and just say whatever. If people were listening, why not? I can't hate on you. But how do you feel about the Colorado hip hop scenes? We're doing like rap and hip hop right now. How do you feel about it? I know it's not the most popular. I've done interviews with plenty of people from Colorado at this point, and you know, most people are pretty much on the same page. But how do you feel about it? Like, what do you see? What do you not see? What could improve? What would you like to see? You know, stuff like that.
Oh, man, I don't really know too much about the whole hip-hop scene in Colorado. I'm kind of like on the outskirts of it. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
But, like, to me, like, even with myself, like, I feel like everyone's just kind of out for themselves a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, over here, like, it's not really one structure. Like, in Atlanta, you know, like, every fucking rapper been to that, like, one studio. I don't even know what studio it was, but, like...
They work together
They're all working... They're all a big-ass family. They're all trying to help each other out. That's why there's so much rappers from Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like it's like that over here.
Definitely not.
But I'm not gonna say that I haven't been like that too, because like I could show a lot more love.
Yeah.
There's a lot more videos I could share and shit.
Can network and shit.
But like, to be honest with you, I share what I like, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing. Like, maybe.
Would you consider yourself competitive? Very competitive.
With music, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else, like, I don't give a shit. But like, I know I'm good at music, so I have to be good. Like.
Yeah.
I have to be with the big dogs, you know. Like, I'm pretty. Everything else in life, I'm not competitive at all. But like, this is the only thing I could even brag about and be competitive about, because it's all I'm good at, you know. So of course I'm gonna be a little competitive.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, so do you have any like? Do you go to shows and stuff, right? When you have time.
I haven't been in one in a minute. I want to start trying to go to more shows, like local shows, because like do more networking. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, but like honestly, bro, I'm kind of just like a.
You're like a homebody.
Yeah. I hate to say it, man, because it's really hard to make it in rap when you don't really want to talk to people.
Right. You just got to pump out music out your house, I guess.
Yeah, I feel that. But yeah, I do want to start going to more shows though, because I've been to a few and it was pretty dope. But honestly, like,
fun time.
There's only a few locals that I would go out and see. I'm not trying to be a hater or nothing, but I feel like a lot of people out here don't like really but they're all into it, you know, like.
This is
Maybe they hustle.
This isn't the biggest like rap scene out here.
Yeah, like we got hustlers out here, but like when it comes to music, I feel like people are just doing what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, like
I'm just tired of that.
The Detroit flow.
I'm tired of that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit don't make sense.
Yeah, I don't get it either, man.
Obviously, I seen, and I always make jokes with the people I know around here. I'm like, what are you gonna do when the Detroit scene dies? There's gonna be people who are gonna be left. They can still do that, but only a handful. Like,
yeah, to me,
it's just so fucking far from Detroit. This is so far as the other side of the country. Like, why? I get the internet, but why are you rapping like that? Like,
honestly, I don't really know what you mean, what the Detroit flow is, but like to me, the Colorado scene is like the people making music in Colorado. It's either like they're making like the newer shit, like the, how do you say it, like the mumble rap shit. It's either they're making that or they're like stuck way back in like 2000. Like there's no in between. It's like they're either making like hip hop shit, which is all right.
Yeah.
But it just sounds like it's already been made.
Dated.
Or like shit that's like has no like musicality in it, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just completely just blank and like just fucking guns and like weed and bitches and like it's just shit that it's tired already, and I feel like there's no in between.
So this is the Detroit flow, right? Okay. I don't care if my shit's not monetized anyway. This kind of beat,
Oh, and then they're all like it's almost like they're not perfectly on beat, but they're kind of like talking like really fast on it.
Yeah, they're like rapping like Blueface.
Yeah, like.
Oh, he's gonna get going. Wait, just a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas are doing this.
Yeah. Like when I'm pulling out his gun, or like like kind of mumbling a little, like I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it.
So I wouldn't say that the Detroit flow is mumble rap, because I can understand everything they're saying.
Okay.
Like they say their R's like real hard and like.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna do this song. When I do this, I do it. I'm gonna come through, I'm gonna do it. Like
yeah. Like it's
and
hard
that
to
same
explain.
exact flow, the whole song.
Yeah, and it kind of sounds like they're off beat a little bit, but like on beat too at the same time.
It almost honestly like the Detroit flow that people are trying to take. No, that was Babytron. So Babytron can do that forever. And there's guys like V's and stuff like that that'll be able to do that shit forever because they actually make it good. But it's so funny that so many rappers out here trying to do what I've seen.
That's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Like I thought it was like mumble, but I don't know. I didn't really get into it.
That one's not mumble because I can actually hear him. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's definitely. It's just like what happened that now everyone's just okay with like copying the same flow.
I know, man.
Like what happened? Like why is it just like? And then if you're like, that's the same flow I heard a million times. So like, you're hating.
And the worst part is people are hyping that shit up like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool, but like the point of making music is just to make something completely different than what you hear.
Yeah, trying to be somewhat original.
Yeah, like honestly, like there's times where I fucking sound like Drake or like Young Thug, because that's. Yeah. Those are my influences.
If I'm searching for that, if I'm like, who does he sound like? I'm sure I can figure something out.
Yeah, but like, I'm not trying to be like that. It's just what I know right now. It's just, I'll find my own thing eventually. Yeah. But you just gotta go for that. You can't just keep doing the same shit. Like, what's the point?
Like I wouldn't like listening to your music. I wouldn't say like. Now that you say your influences, I could hear some of that in there, but I wouldn't be like, oh, he's jocking. He's not like jocking Young Thug like Designer was like taking Future style, right?
Yeah.
Like he's not like doing stuff like that. I never said that about you.
Yeah, there's actually one song that I haven't even recorded yet that sounds like exactly like Young Thug, and I'm not even sure if I want to record that because I know it's gonna be a good song, but like I don't want to sound like anybody else.
Maybe just be if you got some extra time in the booth or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens.
Well, what other kind of music do you like other than rap?
Like we were talking about earlier, one of my favorite bands right now is Cannons.
Yeah.
I'd say they make like 80s style, like pop, like synth pop shit.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, like vibey. Like it's the best when you're just driving at night on the highway, and like it's just the best, like to smoke with. And like, yeah, like that whole 80s style shit, like that's my shit right now. Like, I don't know what it is about it. It just feels like another time.
Just very live.
Yeah,
when,
like,
you know, it's when the coke was good here, you know.
yeah, like when I first started dipping into that, when I heard the Weeknd, his album, what the hell was it called? I can't believe what After Hours. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Very
even gonna
good.
lie, dude. People fucking give me shit about it, but I was obsessed with that fucking album,
It's a
dude.
good album. Weekend's good.
Yeah, and like he kind of brought in that kind of like 80s kind of shit, kind of.
Yeah,
that's
he's
how
on that
that's
shit.
how I feel I was introduced to it. Like he's not doing it all the way like that, but that's how I feel like I gotta find some more shit like this.
Yeah, he definitely has some pretty good music like that.
Yeah, and like there's this chick called her name's Laurel, and she has a song called "Scream Drive Faster."
Okay.
And it's kind of like that style, and like
It's kind of cool.
that's when I kind of started realizing like that, oh, there's a lot more people making shit like this.
Yeah.
And then I used to like this one song called "Fire for You" by Cannons. Yeah, that was a dope ass song, but I overplayed it and I never looked him up. I don't know why. That was before, and then my homegirl, she told me about him again, and I was like, oh, I know this shit. Like I heard him before. And then their album Shadows. Oh man, I was like obsessed with that fucking album. Like I still am. Like that shit goes hard. I listened to a lot of that. I listened to a lot of Spanish music, like older Spanish music. Like people over here, like when you're like as a Mexican person, like a lot of people listen to. It's called corridos. It's pretty much like a guitar and like people were just talking about like gangster shit and like it's cool. It's really popular right now. But what I like is that cumbia is what I was telling you about earlier.
Cumbia, yeah.
Like I don't know what it is. Like the shit you could dance to is just it's groovy.
What was
to
the
me.
shit before you just said? The guitar, the gangster shit?
Corridos.
Corridos?
It means ballads.
Okay.
So like the first corridos were talking about like old like narcos and shit, you know, like telling their stories. Like there's one called there's a lot of them about El Chapo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people like talking about him, and that's kind of how like I feel like that's how the corrido shit started. Like that they started talking about that, and then people it started off with that, and then like it kind of like expanded to a little bit more. Like it's called corridos tumbados. It's like talking about the same shit, but it's more like Americanized and like gangstered out.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people are listening to that shit right now.
Cool.
Like they're just talking about like
man, this
the
is
same.
a lot of shit.
Yeah, the newer shit that people are the corridos, the newer corridos, people are like talking about basically the same shit rappers are, like weed, like sipping lean, like
sex, money, drugs.
yeah, not giving a
sex,
fuck,
money,
all that
murder,
shit. Yeah, and that's cool, but like
crashing out over absolutely nothing.
I'm a weird dude. I like older shit. I like the shit that my parents were listening to. Like I'm starting to get into that shit now.
Yeah, I mean we've been bombarded with so much garbage lately. You know, it's like I might as well just go back.
Yeah, man, it's nice to
find
listen.
something else,
It's nice to
man.
listen to real fucking music.
Well, so do you have what, 2 projects out? The 2?
Right now,
Yeah, it's your whole discography, like mixtapes or whatever.
I have like at least 20 songs.
No, like projects. You know, like you have an album or a mixtape, whatever.
I don't even have an album or a mixtape or nothing like that, bro.
Well, when's that coming, bro? You gotta put these songs together. Or you think that you just want to do the singles thing?
Honestly, dude, I kind of don't even have a plan. I'm struggling so hard with that. Like, my problem is I don't even drop shit.
You've been quiet for a couple months here,
And I don't know what it is, dude. I just feel like I'm in a rut or something. Like, I feel like I don't want to drop something if I don't have anything to back it, you know? Like, I wouldn't say I'm really broke right now. It's just I don't have the funds to, like, do what I want.
Regular guy, man.
I don't have the funds to do what I want with my music, and it's a problem. Like, I do plan on making a video coming up, but, like, it's just hard to make it how I want to make it. Like, it's going to be some money.
It's expensive out here, man.
Yeah. But that's really what it is. Like, I just want something to back my music. Like, I don't want to just keep putting it on YouTube and, like, have 100 people listening to that shit. Because my music, it's like, I don't want to like be a cocky asshole, but it's really fucking good, man. Like, I want people to hear that shit.
You know,
And like when I don't have anything
push.
to back it, like people don't want to listen. People don't want to listen to shit if they don't have a video right now. If we don't have a video, then like it's so hard for people to just go click a song and open that shit up. Like it's hard to.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't believe how hard it is to get people to do that shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit out here too, man. It's a lot of music
Yeah.
to like sift through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. You would like a little bit of a push.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, like I got my homies telling me like, drop shit, man. Like you don't know if you're gonna die tomorrow. Like drop shit.
Well, yeah, why not, man?
And like, yeah, I worry about that too. But it's like, I don't know, man. I really don't know what I'm doing right now. So
Yeah. Well,
hopefully I'll come up with some kind of fucking plan.
Yeah, man. Well, maybe you should reach out to some people. Maybe they can give you just some ideas, not necessarily tell you exactly what to do, but
Yeah, you're probably right about
right.
that.
I don't know. It's just,
I definitely could be doing some more networking. That's a big problem I have too.
You know, and if the budget only allows you just to drop songs, that's just what you're gonna have to do for now, then, right?
Yeah.
So got the music stuff going on, trying to figure it out, but you do have music out there for everyone to check out. You do have videos, so
Yes.
you have some stuff. You have some catalog. What are some of your other interests outside of music? Because I like to do interviews and I like to talk about you as like a regular person too. I really dislike the idea of treating a musician, no matter what level they're at, actor or whatever, as like this like person that just like doesn't do regular shit, like that doesn't like wake up in the morning and piss, you know, like it's so annoying. It's like, so I like to ask that, like definitely to get in tune with the people who like your music too. Like what are the stuff you like? Do you get into sports, or like I know you don't play games. Do you like what do you like to do with your time other than music? You know,
I'm glad you're respecting me as you think I'm a real person.
Yeah, like you're actually like
but
alive.
I was actually talking about this with a homegirl, like a coworker at work.
Yeah,
she was asking me what my interests were, and I couldn't think of shit, dude.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
I was just like, I make music and I smoke and I watch movies. And she's like, dude, you got to get out there, like start doing shit, like figure out what you like. And I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. I'm a robot kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
you're a big movie buff?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to me it's music and movies.
Yeah, what's some of your favorite movies?
Shit,
And obviously, you know, it's not going to be like, if you don't say one of your favorites, it's going to be like fucked up, you know? It's like,
so I think like
one of my favorite movies is I like the Ocean's movies.
Okay.
Ocean's 11. 12 was a little goofy, and 8 was a little goofy too, but
I mean, I
11
love
and 13.
comedies. I definitely love comedies. Like Step Brothers is one of my favorite fucking movies.
Are you gonna go see or wait for it to stream the Will Ferrell and I think it's Dan Cook or Ryan Reynolds. I think they're having like a Christmas movie they're doing. Have you seen that?
Oh no, they're gonna make a new Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Okay, sorry.
Nah,
you
you're
like
good,
comedy
you're good.
movies? Yeah. Step Brothers, hilarious.
Pretty much a lot of comedy movies. Like one of my favorite movies was but also another thing that I like is like when the movies are about music.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite movies growing up was that Jack Black movie, fucking School of Rock.
School of Rock, yeah. Step off.
I used to love that fucking movie.
That's a good
like,
movie.
Yeah, growing up, it was just a bunch of shit. Like one of our favorite childhood movies, like I'm talking about my whole family, is called Three Ninjas. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Yeah, of course.
I think everybody has, actually.
Three Ninjas,
Yeah, Three Ninjas was my shit. A lot of
it was a great movie.
A lot of kind of horror movies like Chucky.
Yeah.
Chucky was dope when I was little. Freddy Krueger, that was all crazy when I was little.
They keep making new ones too.
Yeah. I mean,
I haven't seen them, so I'm not sure.
I don't really fuck with the new ones. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of getting old.
Yeah, how many times is that dog gonna kill people? You know?
Yeah, exactly. But newer movies. Let's see. Yeah, mostly just movies about music, bro. Like one of my favorite.
It has to be newer. Just like some of your favorite movies.
One of my favorite movies is like Walk the Line.
Walk the Line, yeah.
About Johnny Cash.
Mm-hmm. It's a
just
good
like
one.
shit like that. Ray, that was a great movie.
Yeah,
Ray was a great movie. Fucking. Let's see more comedies. Let's see. Anchorman.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much anything by Will Ferrell, bro.
Yeah.
Anything Will Ferrell's in.
Yeah, man. I have the it's back home, but I have the Best of Will Ferrell SNL, the second one. And like it's just all the Will Ferrell skits and stuff. It's so good.
That's awesome.
I think you can just find it on YouTube now. But at the time, getting the the DVD, I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, and there's a point in my life where I really liked just watched a lot of '80s movies. Mm-hmm. Like Breakfast Club, that was a good one.
Yeah. Classics.
Yeah, just a lot of shit, man. I just.
That's cool.
Listen to music and watch movies, man.
Yeah,
I gotta get out there more.
Movies.
I gotta get out
and you
the
smoke
world
your
more.
weeds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you so when you smoke, do you like blunts? Do you like joints? Do you do the bong? Do you vape?
I'm
do
a
you
bong.
dab? What do you do?
I'm a
What do you
bong
like?
guy.
Yeah. I'm about to get a bong too. My girl doesn't really like bongs, but
Oh yeah,
I'm sick of smoking all this.
I like
extra
my
shit.
bong a little too much. Like I take it to work.
Oh yeah.
Like fucking, my job is so fucking cool, man. I'm not gonna tell you where I work at because it's probably like legal issues and shit. But like, like they all know that I be getting stoned in the parking lot because they could all just see me hit my fucking bong. Like it's a problem actually. Like, I'm definitely a bong. Like I love my flowers. Like I don't like the dabs. Like it's cool. Like I used to like them.
Yeah.
But like I felt like
dabs a lot.
Yeah,
it's like smoking the whole thing at once, and I'm like,
yeah, and it's just honestly, the high only started lasting like 30 seconds. Like it wasn't.
Oh yeah.
Once I started doing it a lot, it didn't last like for a while. Like buds, like it gets into your like the flowers, it gets into your whole body, bro. Like you feel that shit.
Do you like edibles?
They don't really hit me that too well. Like
you just gotta just take more.
Yeah.
I like edibles. I can eat a lot, but once I get there, like.
Yeah, I haven't been to that.
My favorite, bro.
I've never been to that point where I like freaked out on an edible. I actually kind of want to get to that point.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, especially with rec, like you can each piece has got like 10 at the most. You know, like, I need a good like 30. If I could do like 3 pieces of that, then I'm good.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Well, hey, okay. Well, Enigma, man, like I know you're trying to figure out where you're gonna go at this point, but. Maybe you have some goals you could like share with me, like some things you want to do. It doesn't mean it's on your docket. Just some things you want to do. Like it could be even a dream, you know? It doesn't have to be something you wrote on your whiteboard of lists that you have to do. Just some things maybe you imagine when you're just thinking about music, like that you'd like to do. What can we look forward to? This is an interview about you, and there are people that listen to your music. Like, what can they look forward to?
I mean, like...
What can you promise them today?
What can I can't promise anybody shit, bro. I can't promise anybody shit. But man, dude, like... Ever since I was little, dude, I always just wanted to be, like, one of the top guys in music. Like... Yeah. One of the people that everybody knows, you know, like...
Yeah. Have your turn.
Yeah, I want to get that big, like Grammys, all that shit, like fucking. I think one of my goals, like in Colorado, was like headline like Red Rocks or something like that. Yeah. But just I want to do like big ass shit. Like those are my dreams. Yeah. But like honestly, like I would be happy to just live off of making music. Yeah. I don't have to be it would be nice to be like the greatest, like one of the fucking greatest. Like I definitely want to do that. Yeah. But if I could get to a point where I could just be comfortable living off of music, I'll be happy the rest of my life.
And that's real, man.
Yeah, and like I don't know, man. Like my goals are just like sky's the fucking limit, bro. Like whatever I can do, I'm gonna try to do that shit. Yeah. I wanna be bigger than Colorado, like. Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of people get caught up in the local shit, and that's cool. Like, you want to be your local hero and all that. Like, do you, bro? But I want to get out of here.
Do something else, huh?
Yeah, I want to be known everywhere. I don't want to just be known in Colorado. Like, I want to be known everywhere. That's one of my goals.
And I fuck with that. I fuck with that heavy, so.
Hell yeah.
before we get out of here, man, just tell my millions and billions of fans where we can find your stuff, man. Where can we find you? Drop some tags, your Instagram, whatever, so we can find you, bro. Do you know?
See, that's another problem with me. I'm not too big on the social media.
Oh, well, it's okay if you're not big on it, but they still need to know where they can find your stuff.
So you
Like, what do we search?
You could go to Instagram and find me under Anigma 303. That's Anigma 303, no spaces.
No spaces.
You can find me on SoundCloud under the same name, YouTube under the same name.
Yeah.
I do have a Facebook page, same name, Anigma 303.
But he's not on the Facebook that much.
Yeah, not really. So yeah, I think it'll be easier to find me on like YouTube and SoundCloud. I mostly put a lot of shit on there.
And then, if you were to give me a reason, pretending I already listened to your music, but pretending I didn't listen to your music, why should I listen to your? Why should I give your music a chance?
Because you, right, as soon as you hear one of my songs, you could hear that I'm taking it seriously. That it's not a joke to me. Like, one of the reasons why I even started making music is because, like, in elementary school, I used to get a lot of shit from kids, like, picked on and shit. And I wasn't gonna say I was because I was kind of like a bully too. Like, it was just a weird ass fucking childhood.
Yeah.
But I went through a lot of shit, and like my way of coping with it was to fuck around and be a joke and joke around and make people laugh. But then I realized, like, people only saw me as that. And one of the reasons why I started making music is so people could see that I am a serious person sometimes. Like, I could talk about serious problems. I do have serious problems. Like, I wouldn't say my music's completely intelligent, but it's like, it's not a joke, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I would tell people to get them to listen to my music. It's like, you could hear that I'm actually talented and I could actually do this. And I'm trying.
Effort, you care.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do care, like, what I put out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically how I would say that, how I would phrase that.
Well, for my millions and billions of fans, who did I have here today?
Anigma.